is chasing, mind is racing, time is ticking. I've been stricken with an undescribable feeling, like we passed the impassable. Now the impasse is unimaginable. Ideas hatch in a vacuum, let the space around them turn to brain fodder. Train harder to make the train spotter, claim honor. Amazed at the scholarly product on the shelf, alert lead content with the self, but inventive as hell. Gotta think past the old ways and conventions of hell. Climb out, find a better path to a blessing. I don't believe in heaven, I believe in ascension. Pension waiting in the sky for the good ones. Good one, hoodlums running shit, that's why they're staying good from. Could run, I could stay in constant ruckus just for a good run. Blue stung, but my groove stuck in an upward position. Cut golded the prisons of the unbolded citizens, unswole yet comfortable. Getting my comfort from the pole. Polarity to the punch bowl. Magnetic, my homunculus soul. Humongous and known for the temper. Tendency to do damage, not repentant, just one muscle memory. Hoax full of evidence, yesteryear is dead to me. Folks still don't get the remedy. Never said they would, I invented they book. Had invented back if they could. They relentlessly full of it, pull the script out of the hands of the masses. Calculate the average and give it back to them in the summer when the market's a savage. Part of praxis, police is not practical to police every crime I commit on a Tuesday for Pete's sake. Leave the gray areas nuanced and untouched. Paintbrush aims to touch in the sharpest place to lay the clutch. Name is such, what's the name? Whatever they gave me is supper. Unbecoming of me to expect the labor of another. Peter and his pals like Palpatine revealed. Hours seem like nothing when the sands of time are at your fingertips. Wings and lips are both parted when the singing starts. Singeing off the fingerprints that were left of the book start. Words of art, clouded moral direction, stirs the mortal's heart. Plurals of plutocrats coming with the money in their fist already. Whirls are straight and steady, aiming heavy at the planes. Levy trained and let loose, don't wait until the train is empty, just wreck the truth. A second of loose lip lets the goose out the bag, the whole caboose gets flipped. Ooze and stench of no one greed and hubris of human intent. Losing my grip like I should, looters might tip off my location. Whole place is waiting to see. Angry faces and angry teeth. Played it playing no game, not I'm waiting to see. Ain't broad enough to catch the broad end of my sweep. Runt of it tucked under the cupboard until you sleep. Stunned and stuttering, stunning indeed is the awe of the fascist creep. Actualizing deep gashes in the foundation of our sleep. Clean cleats mean nothing when the trusted team deletes your cousins. Aim for the streets and hope this toddler's buzzing. Rarely cussing when the buses start bussing. Mind controlling whole portions of the population. Effortless, no exceptions to the rule, they just the essence of it. Less than nothing how they view us through the lens of money, assets, and net worth. Tangled up in networks of bet splurges. Best word of advice is to let the next insurgent generation make an incursion. Playing with words, blazing a new path forward and making it worse. Setting the path ablaze in my wake and seems to be worth it. Barely urging the daily commoners to pay heed to the urgent assailant. Nailing a new prophet to the cross for a profit, but of course, buttered up the 4-course meal just to quench the thirst. They lent me the cursive and that's the curse. Ron the Destroyer, coming to New York to make it cooler. Doper, oh the horror. Orphans finding their way at schooler. Families finally subsisting on a neighborhood grocer. Aiming closer to an American dream crumbled and closed within the fists of the greediest monster. Leave it to the gangsters at the top of the totem pole to make it harder. Play it safe and to know your role. Knowing the dole is not sufficient for the whole. Numbing in the crowd, hoping it holds. Up in the ivory tower, towering above the unshowered masses. Keeping them codependent and knowing their limits totally. Upending soon as the minutes and hours start stacking up backwards. Pulled apart like a backwood, filling up my dreams with it if I should. Backed out to the place I'm back from. Had one look into the future, now I'm that numb. Whacked dumb, deaf and blind of the gods and masters. Ask them, hack them in pieces and still they're back somehow. Multiple heads spring out like fighting a hydra. Hibernating but the battle's won. Won't comply but the peace of my mind can be achieved. And I ain't the only one. Even if I gotta die on this this hill just hold me down. My lungs, they hold tight while the cold air is pressing me, tongue-tied, mind racing, multiple questions. When the quest done, when the glimmer of hope rippling through a generation, looking to cope, gon' turn to a flame or flame out and be done. Call it a dungeon, what's done is done. They're plummeting, the charts are not coherent, the graphs are not as clear as the evidence of the eyes and ears. Gold-plated, old age, front facing, close cases on edge the way I'm supposed to be. When they on the trail, the sonogram saw straight through. Saw I'm not as frail as they thought him still. Ought to kill in the early aughts, in the chill. Caught off guard, it's a lot to follow the braille. Modern stale, conversation is not the ale. Promise pale horses when the wind is low in the sail. No hinges on the gears turning, they just burning at will. Oil needs the squeaky wheel, or otherwise it'll be spoiled swill. More for real than the goiters forming in flesh. More sincere than the pictures on the wall in your foyer hall. Morning draws, pours honey onto the porch and stalls. Warmer bras turning into connections of the heart. Less than effortless art sprinkles the essence in the dirt. Presently unnerved, but the presence of the disturbed is ever present. Nevertheless, there's never a word, never a world without the form of clever I avoid. Peddled in form, muddled and nestled in the corn. Uncompetitive norn, uncomfortable but the normie. Played along to get along with goblins on the Gorney. Became something that's alien like the inside of Sigourney. I've been contrived to air again, there's something in the oxygen. The pipes are working poorly, this greenhouse gas ain't for me. I need a new attorney for the bloodless war on my integrity. Relentless yet they let the beast consume the breath of me. A lesser me might teach a lesson, I just reach for a blessing more. A pregnant pause controls the room, no ligaments turn or twitch. So considerate, no one flinched. Hope this is an endless gore. I won't quit till they get the work they've been pressing for and more. I ain't to blame for the economy. I'm a common sheep, all complete in my blanket sheets. Waiting for the steep shift, ease into it, be sifted like water on the easel with the colors drop in. No one can see you when you're waiting underneath the cryptic message, waiting into centuries to emerge, feeling the glitch in the linguistics. Simplistic ain't the method, neither is the realistic. Be so kismet of the 3 amendments to the new commandments. Loosen the handprints for a few demands. Opening up the pool of not lucid, easy to fool, thought inducing, claustrophobic. Still stuck, what's the damage to the ducks? Can't tape air escapes, dare to hang the drapes you can't pin up. Hairpin claimed by the house, but it's clamming up. I wouldn't take the dividend, they can't hand me enough. All mechanical, no brakes, all panic, cart clogging, art logging, but it's not clocking enough. Full stop, don't pass it along with the closed off. Under the cuff, undersell, come and swell. Underdeveloped like the sun left you to become stale. Full sail on the wind like I caught me a cumulo. Nimble with the new stroke, color close to the cuticle. No pen stroke has the strength to reiterate the ill quote. Pill swallow difficult, but lifted the pressure with a clinch. All hints otherwise fall apart in just a pinch. All starts lining up with other side, running for cover for the end of supper. Wanna wine, want some wine, wanna complain, but it's all fine. Yeah. That double XL shit been played out. Since triple X temptation, no patience for the basic skill. Clickbait if you know the drill. Insane pinup kids sticking up in the frame just for a minute of fame. Get your money, get your bag. I ain't mad at a young rapper. Ain't saying shit, but it's up faster. Ain't your fault what the audience wants. Optimal algorithms and optimized fonts. Optometrists, how the tricks of the visual make the list anxious. No way to reappropriate these angers. This game been twisted, it all runs off attention. That's not new, it only works when people ride away to catch the metrics. Yet less substance is in a punch each and every minute left. No real intent just to get rich and then dip. Might leave prints at the scene, too lazy to be prepared. I've seen so many cycles of this, there ain't no point in being scared. Little rugrats running around doing what they can, setting fire to their own hair. Yeah, complying with it ain't fair. Seems like all that is there. At least maybe that was true a few years back before COVID. For the gardens of the internet answered back. Streaming still dominates, but the grassroots are up to bat. So much hip hop in the underground is turning the mainstream sound backwards. there's no point trying to litigate who's real and who ain't. It's too easy to delineate. Just let the work speak for itself. Reach the people how you reach yourself. But fuck what they all say. Dave Blunt's writing how hit the songs for Kanye, and I'm supposed to be mad at some white boy I never would have even seen except for the people. Love a spectacle. Next thing you know, bringing the envoy. The shit is anthrax in the envelope, but I ain't mad at you bringing that Play-Doh. Just know about me, don't play though. I'm more worried about grifters making their way through the culture, through the right wing, hateful screeds, and keeping on screens the kids and the teens. I'd rather they be listening to this kid Ian and Gay and the Nazi regimes. There's a pipeline forming in this hip-hop shit, been open for a minute now, and the lesson for them letting themselves be torn to bits. Bodies horned and winging informants, don't scorn the kids. Let them dig their own grave, give them better alternatives.